Hi, this is Janet live session. Monday. I have to do this because so many people, some of you are very happy and some of you are discouraged because the green card came out. So it's a little bit too hot for us today. No need to stay in the house. I just came from work. For the first time, this is the first time I've seen many people winning on this page. I'll have to be honest. If you're one of those people who didn't win, let me just tell you, for the first time, I don't know how many people have won, but I can tell you so far, I almost have 25 people. 25 people who have contacted me saying they won. If you didn't win, never give up. The whole question is, what next? That's why Janet comes here and does all these things. As you can see from the title today, did I put all my eggs in one basket? You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Like Janet spends here time. Student visa, F1, J1, H1B, conferences, all those things I do here, spouse visa, marriage visa, all these things I give you options. And I know the green card is the easiest thing for you to do. Don't get me wrong, the green card is the easiest way if you win. If you win. But for the most part, it's a lottery, my friends. Many people play the lottery, they don't win. But there is something that you can do and you'll be sure. Yes, the embassy is an obstacle, but it's better for you to try than not to try. And before I continue, for those who are coming in, thank you so much for coming. I'm here to encourage you never to give up. I never gave up, that's why I'm here. You keep on trying, you keep on trying. So let me tell you one thing. Before I continue, I'm so happy for you, Elias. I'm so happy for Elias. Elias is one of those people who started watching me long time. And Elias did everything Janet was saying. He went and applied for a student visa. He was admitted in a community college in Houston. Some people got the visa. I know about 3 or 4 people who got in Houston Community College through this program. Elias was one of the people that was denied. When I went home for the conference, Elias could not even come. And I didn't even want to contact him. Because there are those followers, you get so much in touch and you get attached. And you want to know their progress. He's one of those people that went to the embassy. Elias was denied. But I liked one thing about Elias. Everything I said, Elias did. I mean, everything to the book. He tried and will travel all the way from the village to the city to make sure that he goes to the embassy. He borrowed money from his parents. The parents wasted a lot of money until they were telling him, Elias, this is just a sham. Okay? I told Elias, never give up. And I remember telling Elias when he was denied, Elias, one thing with you, you will succeed. Why? Because you ask questions. Why? Because you never give up. And why? It's because you don't complain. You take things as they come. You put your tools down. You start all over again. I'm here to announce today. Elias went and applied for the green card. The last minute. He had to leave the sister to submit because the computers were crashing. He had 1 hour. He had to go to work and told the sister, try and submit for me. The sister kept on submitting. Just before, a few minutes before the thing was closed, the green card process, the sister managed to click and it went through, and he snapshots, gave Elias the number. Elias kept in his email. Today morning, Elias went to check and Elias was selected. Now Elias has a better deal than even when he had come as a student. He was denied a visa. He didn't give up. He continued following the program. The last minute, for those who know, the green card starts from October to November. Elias had given up. I always told Elias, never give up. Elias submitted, and as we speak today, Elias has been selected. The parents are not even believing it. Now he has a green card in his hands. Someone who did not even have a passport. Someone who never even dreamt of coming to America. Now he has a green card in his hands. You see, guys, sometimes when doors close, you never know what God has in store for you. Some of you, you just give up, and then you don't complain. Don't complain. Have a clean heart. Failing is normal. What you can do, you cannot do is to give up. And let me tell you, you will never regret when you put in effort. So I'm very happy for Elias today. He was calling me. I said, okay, long time since Elias called me. I had to pick it up. He said, Janet, I can't believe. I said, is this Elias? Yes, Janet, it's me. It's me. I said, Elias, I'm so happy for you. If you got the videos I made like about 1 or 2 years ago, there's one day I told Elias, thank you, Elias, for showing up on this video. They had denied him a visa, but Elias showed up to watch my video. I told him, you have a lot of courage to even show up on these videos, because it takes a lot of confidence, it takes a lot of strength to come back to Janet Rangi, and you just came from the embassy and you are denied. But some people actually come here to get solace. You know, they come here to get solace, and it's not like there's nothing you're doing that Janet hasn't done. I understand all those challenges. So congratulations to all the winners. For those who are new on this page, welcome. For those who are old, thank you for supporting me. But I can tell you, for the first time, honestly, many people won. And I think it's because of that passport, or because the message went to many people, or many people are following the page. Wherever the case, I don't know. Even my sister yesterday, she sent me a message and said, Janet, my 2 friends are silent followers, Janet. They want to tell me, they just sent me a message saying they got the green card. 2, one of them plus the nephew, they have a green card in their hands. So for some of you who did not win, I told you from the other video, you can be here even before the ones who got the green card. You understand, my friend? Never give up. Never give up. Never, 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 never give up. Those who give up have no chance, but those who keep going, you have a chance. Okay? Let me just go through a few questions that I've been receiving. Thank you so much for coming. Someone asked me, what is the next step after winning? Should I wait for them to email me or what? I'm in the village, confused, no one to help. There is no email. The website clearly says there is no email. They are not sending you any confirmation. There will be no list at the Embassy of Winners. You need to have the confirmation number. Once you go there and you know you've won, you need to keep going. Those who've won, you will find a lot of information. Keep going down, print those pages, go step by step, understand each step. Okay, I hope we're on the same page. Everything will be on that page. If you are one of those winners, everything will be on the same page. That is the next step. So if they tell you you've been selected for further processing, keep scrolling down and follow directions, my friends. I was just talking to my nephew who won the green card more than 3 years ago. Now he's become so American, and he was telling me, you know, I lived with you, and I think some of the skills you're telling me, though, are not making sense. Now I've gone to college here, I get it. You have to put in the time. You have to put in the research. There is no shortcut. Understand the process. Okay, so that's all. Okay, if you're in the village, find yourself internet. There is no question. No one is going to explain to you the process. They are not going to email you the results. And the embassy is not going to have any list for those who won. So everything will have to be with you. Somebody is telling me that there is a conference in November in Miami. Please confirm. And I know very well some of you are looking into conferences. I'm happy now you have your eggs in different baskets, not just one. Janet cannot tell you every conference in the United States. There are thousands. Now with Corona, it's opening up. It's up to you to go and Google. Sometimes I've posted conferences. If you scroll down here, there are websites for conferences. If they open up, the embassy is open, yes, you can come. It depends on two factors. The first factor is the embassy open. The second factor, communicate to the conference. Apply to the conference. You will know whether it's open or not. Can Janet confirm for you a conference? Yes, I can, but that's not what Janet Rangi followers do. They are smart enough to do their research. They are smart enough to find out. If they are not sure, scroll down. You know, this page, I've been doing this for a long time. Go on YouTube, janetrangi.com, YouTube, Janet Rangi. Find the conference video. Follow the directions. You will be here. I'm telling you. For those who are new, don't take my words. This is real. I've seen someone who was here in 6 weeks after listening to my conference video. They're in construction. They went for a construction conference. They got a conference invitation, and they told the embassy why they were coming. I'm in construction. I have a construction conference. Relate the two. He's here. He changed his visa to stay longer. Okay? Okay, someone said I need at least 3 colleges to stand a chance. Let me tell you, the whole goal is to get the I-20. You don't need 1, 2, 3, 10 colleges. It's up to you. Okay, you just need to do your research, get the best college, the course you're looking for, look at the cost, look at your social ties in America, who is the closest to you. Okay, what can you afford? If you want to apply, fine. 3 of them, fine. But all of them will need application fees. But the goal is for you to get an I-20. There are no rumors, someone told me this. Now, if someone told you that, maybe sometimes they've watched my videos where I tell you some courses are competitive, you have to go and look at the college, the most selective colleges. If you have a pen, I always say if you are watching Janet Rangi, you need to have a pen. The word is selective. In fact, now if you go and Google the most selective, the word is selective colleges in America. Selective means those are the most difficult to join. You'll find Harvard there, University of California, Berkeley, Stanford, you know. So you want to come down. The ones that admit 100% of the applicants. Like, it's that simple. Why would I be going to apply a school that is very selective and I have a C? I'd rather go to a school that doesn't even turn anyone down. Do you know there are those? In America, yes, I know you don't believe, there are those colleges in America that never turn any student down. Community colleges are for everyone, and that's why I keep telling you, don't care about your grades, okay? They are there to educate you. They are not there to chase you. The goal is the embassy. Can you pay? Can you get in? Once you have that mindset, my friends, you'll do any course you want. I'm telling you. Community colleges are vocational colleges. They are there to improve your skills. They are not there to show off that they have the best students. They want to educate the nation. If you get that point, you will understand why Janet says, don't care. So if you go to a competitive college and you take a competitive course like medicine or wherever, technology, then yes, you need maybe 510. But if you're applying a course that, you know, they take 100% of the applicants, never mind. Okay? Hi, Janet. I won the DV 2021. I love you so much. I was one of those that was planning to go to Canada. But before I went to Canada, I won. Congratulations. I have many followers. Some of them were denied Canadian visas, but some made it. They're in Canada. Okay? But some of them went to the lawyer and they didn't pay. You know, they paid through the roof. And it was very painful. That's why I stopped recommending lawyers, because for me, I give free information. And if you get stuck, you know what I mean? And I told the lawyer, can you reduce the amount until they win? The lawyer is like, Janet, once you do the work, you photocopy, you make applications, you submit all these things for these people. Once they get the visa, they will turn on you. They will even try and sue you for taking their money. So many lawyers want money upfront. But me, that's not how I do my game. I was like, okay, no. For me, I'd rather empower people, they do it themselves. Or if I was in business, I'll probably take a little bit upfront. Then let them pay later. But the lawyers told me, no. Janet, if you try that, you'll be broke. You'll be doing work for free. These people, you do everything for them. When the visa comes out, they don't pay you. I said, okay, you've been in business more than me. I don't know. For me, I give free information. And some of the followers, in fact, one of them, I don't know if I wrote down. She's like, Janet, I need your time. I can even pay you. Right now, I don't take any paid services. I just don't have time. It's interesting. I know when I say this, some people find it strange. Why can someone take money? It takes time. I just don't have time to take people's money. I don't have time. For me to do that, I'll have to commit myself full time, and I'll have to have a schedule for 8 hours. And I'm like, okay, give me $100. I give you 1 hour. Intense. So that way, I'm sure of my money. But now I don't have time. So keep following JanetRangi.com, Janet Rangi on YouTube, Janet Rangi on Facebook. Free information. Okay? For those who want to contribute, one day I will join Patreon. Patreon is a place where people go and say, thank you. Maybe I will. For now, I don't know. Money is never an issue for me. And it keeps coming. I don't know how I get money, but it keeps coming. But one day, I guess if I'm broke, I'll start asking you guys for money. I'm not interested. But thank you so much. JanetRangi.com. Keep watching the videos, okay? Never give up. I like you. Yeah, someone is saying never give up. Hello, Janet. I'm a big fan of you, but missed the lottery. What next can I do? I have a bachelor in criminology and security studies. Can I change my course? Yes, you can change your course. Yes. If you're in criminology and security, yes, you can change your course. Go and apply. You'll come in and before the person who won the green card. Okay? I think we talked about that yesterday. You will come here before the person who won the green card. All right? Okay. Can you change the course? Yes. But this is the caveat. I tell people, If you're in criminology, we need to pass the embassy. We need to cross the embassy, my friend. We need to cross the embassy. So we want to choose a course in criminology so they can see consistency. The word is consistency and continuity. You know, they want to see you continue with the same. There's a reason why you're going to America and going back home. You see what I mean? Like, you've done criminology, and now with terrorism and other issues, you know, and all these security issues, my country is getting more sophisticated. We need more resources. We need more knowledge from the United States. So, you know, I'm going to go there because when I come here, I become very marketable. People are needing, the United States is the best in this thing. Like, when you start there in the interview, this is your moment to shine. Give the embassy a reason to type in. Some people go there and you think the embassy denied you. You didn't give them anything to type in that computer. They have to tell the government why they give a visa. Get it, my friends. Get the basics. The basics visa to prove, because the person has to show the and the only way you can do that is to tell them. So keep your course. Like, you can change. You can. I've seen people who came and asked for nursing, but why nursing? Let's say you did education, and then you find a course in nursing. You need to tell the embassy why. Honestly, I became my passion was nursing. Okay, so why are you not taking nursing here? We have many universities here that give nursing. Yes, I understand, but they have very limited spots. The United States happens to have many schools in nursing, and they offer this opportunity. If I was to stay here, I'll probably have to find someone. It's just too much corruption. I can't get in. But that's my passion. Look at America, they gave me this chance. Like, give them something to type in the computer. But I prefer that you continue with the same thing. Like, if you have a bachelor's, you want to take a master's, the same thing. And then, by the way, when you reach here, yes, you can always change your course. Yes, you can change your course to anything. In America, you do what you want. No one tells you what to do. Okay, if you want to be a nurse, do nursing. Just go there, they will tell you how to become a nurse. You want to be a pharmacist, they will tell you how to become a pharmacist. You change. And I know that is hard for some people to understand. Oh, you know, I did bachelor's of education, I did BCom, I did law, I did medicine, who cares? When you come here, we don't care. Here, they don't care. Did you get my point? You do what you want, all right? But it's difficult getting admission to cheap colleges in USA, Janet. I told this guy, looking at obstacles does not help. Why are you looking at obstacles? Why are you looking at? Look at obstacles. If you didn't watch my video the other day, I gave you an example of the Bible. How many of you read the Bible? There was Joseph in the Bible. This young man was rebellious and not listening to the parents. He said, give me my inheritance. I'm going to go make my own money. I'm going to go away from this thing. He went, he became poor. He started eating with animals. The father sent his brothers. Was it Joseph? I hope I'm correct. Someone in the Bible. They went and brought him back. The father hugged him, gave him clothes, and welcomed him home. So why are you looking at obstacles? I don't have money. Look for admission, my friend, one thing at a time. When you win this, you go to next. Before Corona came, I was going to Oklahoma to do a video with one of my followers who did not saw me for the first time. Applied. When he reached it, Janet, I'm stuck, I'm doing this. Now he's telling me, Janet, I've worked enough time in summertime, I have enough money for the course coming. And he told me, Janet, tell your followers never to apply the fall semester. It's too long. If you are broke, it will be hard. You want to take the spring so that you only work, you do the spring and then summer you work. And then now you have enough money to continue. Me, I didn't know. I came, I had to finish one semester and then finish the other one before summer comes. So you want to take the semester that is close to summer as much as you can. One tip, good thing of following Janet, I always say, you leave me or I leave you better than you found me, okay? Anyway, for those saying it's hard. Yes, it will be hard. You know, there's this thing of law of attraction. But law of attraction is not what I mean. The laws of nature. Some of you have never read books, but let me tell you, because I've done some research, the laws of nature. Like some of you know Isaac Newton, who discovered that if an apple falls from the tree, it goes down. That is the force of gravity, physics. Even us, we know it's obvious. It's just that I was not born. He was born before me. If I was born before him, I would have told the world that apples can fall and they don't go back on the tree, and I would have become the mother of physics. I'm just being funny. I'm just saying. Okay? So what does the law of nature say? Whatever you ask comes to you. If you keep telling nature that it's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard, the brain will give you what you are asking. It's so hard, it's so hard. If you keep telling the brain, I can make it, I can make it, I can make it, the brain paves way of I can make it, I can make it. The brain keeps on opening. Yes, yes, it's possible. Let me try, even if I fail. Yes, 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 let me do this. Yes, yes, yes. Laws of nature. Don't just think of physics, Isaac Newton, I can see the apple falling. There are laws of nature. You attract what you give. The energy you give is what comes back to you. If you keep hating people, people hate you back. If you keep loving, you love, they love you back. You see I hope you get the point. So what I'm saying is, don't start, Janet, the universities are expensive. Why are you starting with the price? Why are you starting with the price? Why don't you apply first? Thank you for coming. I love you for coming. Okay? All right. Hello. I say this time I failed, but I'm disappointed. Do they really select first timers? This is a person. Let me read question. I failed this time and I'm disappointed. Do they actually take first timers? This is a person who is going through stages of denial. You know, and there's the grieving process. Like, you know, when someone loses a partner through divorce or death, at first you don't believe. That's called denial. Okay, you deny, and then you start accepting. And then you go to accepting, and then you heal. Okay, so that's okay. Go through that, but don't give up. Okay, you're in denial. There is no second selection. And yes, some people apply once and they win. Some apply 10 times and they never win. You just never know. Okay, so sorry, it was your first time. Apply again. As I said, you are one of those who are putting eggs in one basket. Keep applying other things. That's why Janet comes here. Okay, but I'm sorry you missed the thing this time. The lottery. You will win next time. Or you come as a student, a visitor, you marry American. I don't know what will work for you. Yeah, so there is no second draw. There is no second draw. Some of you, another denial. There were 2 denials. One told me, do they select first timers? And then the second one told me, Janet, is there a second draw? You know, they are not like in reality. Like, you know, it's very painful. It's like going to the embassy and getting denied the first day. You can't even sleep. You don't want to see the embassy again. But you have to wake up, dust yourself, and start all over again. That's what it takes. I wish I could stand in the embassy and tell you we'll get a visa. No. But we just keep trying. But if you go and watch janetrangi.com, the embassy visas, understand the basics. Some of you just show up in the embassy with no preparation. Like, understand the law, what they are looking for. As I just told you, watch this video again. You have to give them a reason to show the United States why they gave you a visa. They have a job to do. They don't joke, okay? Okay, Janet, my girlfriend won. Can I add myself as a spouse on DS 260? She applied single. My girlfriend won, Janet. She applied single. Can I add myself on DS 260? Every year I receive this question. Okay. Simple answer. Okay, simple answer. Listen to Janet. Simple answer. You need a valid marriage certificate before you update the DS 160. Did I answer your question? And this is not professional advice. Don't go there, they deny you, and then you start saying, Janet said I can. No. You cannot add yourself. You are not the husband. Don't even try. They will deny you and the girlfriend. And that's why you hear people saying, they denied them because they were trying to cheat. Yes, because you're doing things that are not legal. I mean, if your girlfriend won, she's your girlfriend, girlfriend, not wife. You are not the husband. You are boyfriend. She cannot add you. They will deny you, denied forever. Okay? Can you go and get married and have a valid certificate? Yes, that's up to your government. It won't be Janet giving you the marriage certificate. Can you have it and update in the DS 260 days? That is legal. Are you understanding how things work? You know, it's called encoding the embassy. Janet has encoded the embassy, but most of these things are common sense. And that's why you hear they go to the embassy and they've been denied. Oh, because they cheated. No, you did not cheat. You are just not very smart. Okay? So if your girlfriend wants, simple. before you touch DS-260, and you are going to marry for real. You are not cheating, you are not faking. Go to your government, to your state, ask for a marriage certificate, your debts, everything. The pastor signs, the priest signs, the government signs. Show up and tell the American government, yes, here we are married. Simple, to the point. Don't add yourself. Let's say you go and add yourself and then you go marry 1 month from now. Denied. Am I making sense, my friends? Do you see why people get denied these visas? I can't stress this enough. I love you. But let me stress that enough. Okay? You only add yourself if you have a marriage certificate. And don't add yourself and then you go marry. That is cheating. That is illegal. I hope you watch my videos. Thank you. I've really been following you. I'm in Qatar. What is the next step, Janet? I won. Janet, I've been following you from Qatar, Janet. I won the DV lottery. Congratulations. As I said in the beginning of this video, those who've been selected, the list goes on and they tell you, as my young nephew said, go and print everything, read page by page. For those who will come to America, you will realize that there are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in America. It's pure hard work. And it makes you feel like it's easy. By the way, when I came here, I felt like things were easy because even in class, they tell you where the exam is coming from. We are like, geez, I will get 100%, no problem. They don't care. Good, it means you got the content. Why? Because no one is tricking you. No one is just telling you go to the exam blindly. When you first show up in class, they give you a course outline. There are no tricks, no lies. Week 1, you will cover cells. Week 2, you will cover organ systems. Week 3, you will cover. This is what you will be needed to know. This is the content. 1, 2, 3. This is what you will cover in the exam. 1, 2, 3. And people think it's easy. No. What it means, by the end of that course, you really covered that material. Did you know where the test was coming from? Yes. But did you read? Yes. That is the whole point. The whole point is not to prove anything, how difficult. You know, some colleges back home, the professor will prove how hard they are. Like, what are you proving if your students don't know anything? And you know what? I saw the results. The results for Kenya. I'll come for facts. I don't like talking things that I don't know. I don't like talking about things I don't know, but I come with facts. But I was seeing when the results came out for high school in Kenya, I believe high school and primary. And then they will list the people that have A's up to B. You find that, don't quote me, but I think it's like 10% or less of the population. And those kids are so happy. Why would you be happy? To hear it will be an outcry. It will be an outcry if 5% of the students, if 2 students get an A in a class of 200, it's an outcry in America. Are we getting it? And that's why I say, Janet Ranki followers, we are going to be at par with the world. We are going to know what the world knows. It means that, it means you've produced only 2 people that know what the world knows. And that is nothing to be proud of. Nothing, absolutely. You need to raise everyone up. That is how standards are taught here. That is how it works here. Okay, that is how the judge is up to. How are the students performing? In percentages. In percentages. We cannot have the same schools are performing well over and over again. And we are proud. No, it doesn't work like that. Something is wrong. You cannot be proud that is just a Boys Center, Alliance that is Precious Blood. The same people. The same people performing well. What is happening to the rest of the country? It's nothing. It's shameful. I'm telling you to be quiet. Pass my message. Pass my message. When I start my studio, I will invite professors and we debate from those universities. You know, we have to debate and talk about these issues. We have to debate because we want 70% of the students to achieve something. And not everyone is book smart. There are other ways. But I'm here. Don't quote me. I'm here to tell you what happens. I'm here to tell you what happens in this world. Okay? I was just talking to my nephew. Again, he won the green card 3 years ago. And I couldn't believe. I'm like, oh. You are very smart. He said, no, but I've lived with you and then I'm seeing it myself. I say, why? I say, you know what? He said, I went and saw, like 2-3 people making a house. And the house just moves quick. And I said, why do you think so? He said, you know what? I used to carry iron sheets. And it's so hard work. By lunchtime, we start feeling sleepy. And some people go under a tree and they start taking the shade. That's the difference. Here it's like you have 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you are going back to work. And it's real work. And, all those things add up. And in the end, the nation builds. Okay? That's just how it works. But I have to put in mind, here they pay you for what you're doing. So they pay you well. You understand, my friends? So never give up. And I did this video because, like Elias, if you came in late, congratulations, Elias. And the other people that have won, many people, from the time I started doing these videos, this is the time we've had the most winners. Many people have won. So if you didn't win, don't give up. It just means that find other ways. JanetRangi.com, Janet Rangi on YouTube, here on Facebook. Start all over again. Go on the drawing board. Go through the denial, cry a little bit, dust yourself, but just ask yourself questions. Why did you put everything in one basket when Janet says don't put all your eggs in one basket? Like if the green card does, in fact, your chances of coming on student visa are much, much higher than the green card. Will it be hard? Yes. But you have an opportunity once you come here. Yes, that's what it takes. Okay? So many of you are watching. Kathy from Nairobi, you are not sleeping. I'm surprised. Thank you so much. You say you're late, but it's worth you coming. Okay? Morris, I love you so much for coming. Okay? You'll try again. Oh, by the way, that's another question. Janet, what do I do? Where do I begin with this green card? Wait, October, November. Every October, November, they present the green cards, and then you can go there and try again. Okay? So never give up, my friends. I've covered some of these commonly asked questions. In the future, I will have a phone, and then you come asking questions. Okay? Thank you so much. Someone is from the Philippines. Congratulations. I hope I don't know if you are born. There's so many Filipino nurses. By the way, they helped me when I first came in this country. That's all I knew. There was this Filipino nurse that just took me as assistant. She raised me because I had a baby. She used to take care of me, bring me food. She's the only person that was with me in the hospital when I didn't have any relative. So they are very nice people. Yes, Miriam from Thika, who is there saying, I'm here, Janet. Humphrey, okay? You are a mother to many. Yes, I'm telling you. We are going to the thousands. So many people in America now and Canada. I want when we do this, Eliphas, how are you? Eliphas, tell them about conferences. Every time you show up, I hope everything is going well with you. Tell them, Eliphas, you watched and you came. Some people think this is theory on this page. This page has no theory. Do we have discouragements when we don't win? Yes, we do. Okay, we get discouraged. We think like, okay, life is over. But the good thing, we always go back on the drawing board. Okay, thank you so much from Nigeria. Geoffrey, how are you? Irene, Amofa Phillips from Ghana. I love you. Okay, where are you? Mio Sabu, I'm here. Thank you so much. I've noticed people from Nigeria, you sleep late. What's the time in Nigeria? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe people, what's the time in Abuja? I love you back. Yeah, Penrose. Penrose is wide awake. Okay, Elias is there. Go look down here and ask. His name is Eli Paul. Elias, go back. This video has been for you from beginning to end. Elias didn't give up. Elias was denied. And he came to me and said, Janet, where about Janet, now my parents, Janet, now I lost money, Janet. And then he came and watched my conference video. I say, Elias, thank you for your courage coming back to watch this video because I know the pain. It's painful. Now Elias has a green card in the pocket. I'm telling you, from Uganda, how are you? From Nigeria. Yes, I see all of you. Yes, today Nigerians are beating Kenyans. It's 12:23 Nigerian time. Where are you Kenyans? You're sleeping. But at least Uganda is represented. Zimbabwe is catching up these days. If you are not careful, Kenyans, Zimbabwe is going to beat you soon. Many people are succeeding from Zambia and Zimbabwe. Zambia and Zimbabwe, they are coming. They are coming in big numbers. I'm starting to see them. You know what I like about this page? We are the generation that will say we are one people. Like who said? Me, from my history, you know, I think I came from Central Africa. I think I'm from the Congo. My people come from the Congo all the way to Uganda into Kenya. Okay? Yes. Watching from Boston. Eric. Someone from Wajir. You know, Wajir, when I hear Wajir and Turkana, I always think that should be Las Vegas. Let me tell you one story before I go. Maybe you didn't know. Las Vegas. Some of you. 224 in Kenya. Irene. Okay? Miriam. Okay, good. Kenyans are represented. In Ghana, Accra is still early. No wonder you're still. Mame, you're still awake because Ghana is only 11. Someone is watching from Lagos. Thank you so much, Priscilla. All of you. My girls are 4 and 6. Oh, how nice. Gloria, nice. Millicent. All of you Kenyans are saying no way. They are like, no, you people from Nigeria are not beating. We are here. You know, we are here represented. I love that. So Nigerians next time come with a squad. You know, But Ghanaians don't play. And Zambians and Malawi, you're sleeping. I'm gonna call. If you are Malawi, you better represent. People from Malawi, I haven't seen you in a long time. Tanzania, sometimes they show up and then they disappear. Sorry, I'm not choosing, but I'm just telling you. South Africa, yes. South Africa. Someone called me from Zimbabwe. And I say, you know, you guys from Zimbabwe sometimes. I always thought, you know, Southern Africa, all that. And sometimes we forget you. Because somewhere, east and west, we are always in communication and we forget you guys. And you say, Janet, you're funny. I said, yes. But now we are represented, yes. Sela, I grew up with. Sela and the nephew won the green card. I got your message from my sister. My sister called me and said, Sela, congratulations. If you haven't go down here, you see Sela. She used to be a silent follower. Now she has shown up. Welcome, Sela. Thank you for having the courage to leave the comment for once. You know, those who are really scared, Maria, Nalongo from Uganda. Your name sounds like Kenyan. I tell you. I'm telling you, we are the same people. Same. Sometimes Malawians will speak and I hear everything and they think they can talk about Janet. They thought they can talk about me when we were in college. They heard me saying, what are you saying? I heard everything you said. Don't talk that Malawian of yours. That Chichewa. I hear almost everything. And then Ugandans try and start speaking in their language, Kigisu. And then they hear Janet answering in Bukusu. They're like, oh my God. I tell you, you go international, you will learn a lot. Be careful. If you're in Africa, you start talking like you think you can start talking about other Africans. They will hear everything you're saying. My friend, same ancestor. Same ancestor. Same ancestor, I'm telling you. That thing taught me when I went with international students. Someone came from Zambia and they're just talking. I'm like, yes, I heard what you said. But one of them luckily was saying she's a beautiful woman. I told him, thank you. Good thing you're saying the right things. If you are going to say something wrong, I would have told you. Yes, my goodness. Coming next, us on this page, we are going to stand up and say, you know what, this is the right thing to do. This is how things are done, and us, we are going to be at par. Okay, we are going to be at par with the whole world and know what the world knows. That's all. Janet is all about. Let's know what the world knows and let's keep trying. Love money, my friend. There is nothing wrong with loving money. There is nothing wrong with loving money. There is nothing wrong with loving money. Go for money. Sela, congratulations. Sela, congratulations for getting the green card. And say, congratulate your nephew too. Gladys is in Denver. And Garissa. Oh, I almost forgot the story. Let me conclude with the story. The story says, in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been there. I've been in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a desert. It's a desert, my friends. It's a desert. But they have money. They have money. Why? They went and put irrigation and got enough green land. So they just make the land green. And then they built hotels. So anytime you want to marry, you go there. You leave money. Anytime you want to gamble, you go there. Anytime you want to walk naked, you go there, you walk naked and you leave money. So it's called Sin City. Make nothing out of nothing, get money. So when you talk of Turkana, it can be like all people wanting to marry, go to Turkana. And then before you know it, there are people working in these hotels. There are people working in these casinos. There are drivers. There are cooks. There are everything. And then the country becomes rich. There are no secrets. There are no secrets. The ones who came here today, let me tell you one secret why people they don't make money. Quick. If you ever come to America, you remember what Janet told you. This is what they do. And then they are staying broke all the time. Tell them. This is a secret. Don't tell anyone, but for you, practice what I'm telling you. So when people come to America, they save, they work hard, they save. And then they go back to Kenya, they go back to Nigeria, they go back to Africa, and then they buy plots or land, and then they build. Yes, from Garissa, that's what I mean. I'm not being funny, I'm funny, yes, thank you. They go back home and then they build plots or rental homes. That is the style. That is the major investment they know. I'm sorry, I'm not judging. But let me tell you something, what these people do here, okay? When you have money, let's say you save $50,000, okay? You've worked so hard, you save $50,000, okay? You go to the bank and you tell the bank, I have $50,000. They're like, okay. And then you borrow $100,000. So you use the $50,000 as an asset, or maybe you have a house or an asset that is $50,000. You go to the bank and you borrow $50,000, or you borrow $100,000 or $200,000. They say, okay, well, this one has a business idea. If it fails, we'll go back and take his money or his property. So you sign off that money to them, or you sign off that property to them, okay? Then you go and build apartments for $100,000. Did you use your money or someone else's money? You use someone else's money, right? Then you put in tenants. You take a loan for 15 years. Those tenants in 15 years, they pay back the loan, and that loan is paying some interest to the bank. But you still have your $50,000. After those 15 years, you have $200,000. Did I tell you a secret that Africans don't do? I just told you right there. So in 15 years, you who used your cash to build a house, you're still getting money back to pay back yourself the 50,000. In 15 years, you've not even raised the 50,000 yet. The smart one who used other people's money, not only does he still have the 50,000, the same person has now the tenants, they've paid off his property. Now he has a property that is worth 100,000 plus his 50,000. The bank is happy, it got the interest. You are happy, you have an asset plus the 50,000. Now yourself worth 150,000. This one is still with 50,000. My friends from Africa, let's wake up, my friend. And the banks at home, they give the people interest rate 20-30%. Like, no, give more people and just take 5%. Here sometimes they even give 1% interest. But many people are borrowing. Business is moving. There is money in the system. People have jobs. People are taking risks. Banks are taking risks. Money is circulating. I told you, some people back home, the rich ones. If you're rich, let me tell you something. Okay? If you're one of the rich ones, don't go hiding money in Swiss banks. As soon as you take that money to Swiss bank, they give the money to someone who knows how to develop a golf course in Europe. And then that person uses the money to pay the bank some profit. Okay? Money is not meant to stay. Money is supposed to work for you. So instead, build something for your people back home and employ them and become 10 times richer. Okay, my friends, I'm telling you secrets. This one, we need a whole show. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? But this is just Janet Rangi telling you the secrets of money. Love money, make our people happy. build home, okay? Eliphas, that's what we need for real. Thinking extra mile is what we need. Thank you so much. We don't know what we don't know. Even me, Janet, I didn't know. It's through reading books and being curious that I know these things. I'm just curious. I always ask, what is making these people more rich? I'll tell you one more secret. I did this as an experiment. I'll not give you exact numbers, okay? Just when the economy came down, that's why you hear people, some richer becoming richer and poorer becoming poorer. So I said, let me take an experiment. I took my $4,000 cash I put on Wall Street. In 3 weeks, that money gave me $16,000. Now I know. Now I'm multiplying. Now, wake up. Wake up. Okay? All right. Remember to keep the dream alive and have a strong desire to succeed. The desire will push over the edge. The desire will make you the best. You stand, you fall, you stand, you fall. You never give up, my friends, because you know what? You're the best. Share this video with our people everywhere. We need this information. It's not like we are bad people. We don't know what we don't know. Me, I'm bringing you secrets. Before I go. America is full of students from China, India. Let me tell you, and you say, Janet, but how can we keep it? Why? Even the government is investing in students. Like the Ugandan government can just say, we are making a budget for 2,000 students or 5,000 students per year. And they send those kids in big numbers in American universities. And they send that knowledge back. That's what happened to China. They sponsor their own. They don't even wait for you to look for the money. The government is hungry for knowledge. The government wants to know why some people are successful. You see, the same way I'm curious. The same way I'm curious. Okay? China was curious. India was curious. They pay for their students because you, as a person, probably you can't afford. You cannot afford, right? The government says, you know what? Or your governor says, you know what? I need 3,000 people in America to bring back American education in Kakamega County. And they make it happen through their own budget. That's what the world is doing. That is what they are doing. I'm telling you, and this is, I'm not hiding. It's true. It's true. That is how they are succeeding. Using money to make money. Using money to bring change. Okay? You don't know what you don't know. Because if you just leave people on their own. But I'm not going to show off. But let me tell you another secret. Why Janet Rangi does this. This is just between us. Can I tell you a secret what is happening? There are rich people who give African students scholarships. There are many foundations who give African students scholarships. They can only give maybe 20 students. Sometimes they give 50 students. And I'm declaring to you today, you can come and debate me. Janet Rangi has done better than all of them in combination. Because I have empowered thousands to do themselves. Why would I wait for a foundation that is worth millions to pay for 10 students when Janet can use her message to bring 1,000 or 5,000 students per year to the United States? You are getting my point? Are you getting my passions? Are you understanding? Information is power. Do the math. 5,000 people. And some of them, they get even students, and they send $100 per month back home. And you are waiting for tourism. Right now there is Corona. We are the tourism ourselves. Okay? We are the tourism. If those 5,000 students come here, they will still send money to their mother brothers. When they send money, that hairdresser has money. The coffin maker has money. The weddings have money. Everyone, there is money in the system. The economy improves. Look at the big picture. When you look at Janet Rangi, understand where she's coming from. I'm looking out for your interests. Even rich people cannot do what I'm doing. Money cannot buy information. You empower people. You tell them what the world knows. You let them spread like seeds, and they compete. If we had the political will, and the government also helps and pushes the money, my friends, we cannot continue doing the same thing and expecting different results. We cannot keep doing the same things. I hear, oh, we need to do this. You go to some conferences, or you go online forums, and you see people just talking and talk. I'm like, let's stop talking. Let's stop talking. Take action. Just learn what other people are doing and do it. Like, you cannot reinvent the wheel. The formula is there. The formula is there. Just do what other successful people are doing and you will succeed. You understand, my friends? And if yesterday I was dancing in a video wherever I was doing, and I told you my whole story. The reason I'm here is because I was curious. I asked myself, what do these people know that I don't? And am I willing to take the risk? I didn't come here because of a rich uncle. I didn't come here because of connections. I came here because of a strong desire to succeed. Empower. I agree with you. Empower the people. Give them information. Let them know. Resources are important, but they are not. Let me tell you, before I go, sometimes we give too much power to money. Money is important, but the desire is more important. The desire and the information is more important. You can start from nothing to everything. That's happened to me, so I'm not talking theory. I wish I had millions to bring me to America. I did not have, but I'm here. I just had a desire and I asked questions. What are other people doing? And then don't expect Janet to put everything. Once they open a key, when someone opens the key, keep digging yourself. Keep digging. Keep asking questions. Keep digging and digging and digging and digging and asking yourself, how can I improve? And be patient. Be patient. Sometimes it will happen, sometimes it won't. Okay? But I love you so much for coming. I'm surprised this video many people are watching. I just came from work. Behind me, this is my house. Today I'm outside. It's summertime. So I want to spend time. It's too... Yeah, well, we have air conditioner. It's kind of cold and boring inside there. So I say, you know what? I'll come in here. Okay? All right. Yes. But we'll keep on, we'll do what we can. Laban, I see your message. Laban Mashari, I love you. Okay? And Paul, I love you. Thank you so much for coming. Sela is here. I see some of the winners came. For those who don't have courage to come because they didn't win, don't give up. You'll come back after 2 months. Go and denial, cry a little bit, dust yourself, and start all over again. Please, how can I boost my degree GPA as an international student to apply for a BSN? Kind regards. Very good question. Very good question. Why would you boost your GPA though? Come with what you have, right? And when you reach here, things will just happen. You will know exactly what to do. Don't boost it out there. Come with what if you have grades for community college, then take community college. If you have grades for a university, come with what you have. And then when you come here, the university will tell you what to do, or the college will tell you what to do. As I said, here the approach is different. Here the approach is not like prove, unless you go to selective schools, as I said. Dartmouth, I don't know, University of California, Berkeley, Stanford. You want to go to University of UPenn. You want to go to Harvard. You want to go to Rice University. Like those ones, even Americans are dreaming to get in. So it's very competitive, But if you're just coming here and you want a life, and it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? As I said at the beginning of this video, most community colleges are there as vocational schools. They are there to improve students. They are not there to prove anything. They are there to improve you. Yes, you who thinks you failed. The issue is you need to convince the embassy that you need to and the most important way, the best way you can convince the embassy is just to tell the embassy that Because they will ask you, why do you want to come to America? And you start biting your lips. They really want to know and put inside there. You just say, you know what, this course is offered here in Nigeria, it's offered here in Blantyre, wherever, in Kenya. But it's so competitive, like America has given me a chance. Plus, when I get the American one, I'll have more credibility. People will trust me more, you know. But to be quite honest, I even attempted to get in the Kenyan one, but there's just not enough space. Simple. Like, give them a reason. Then the embassy will go typing. Student wanted to do course in Kenya, but there are no opportunities in Kenya. But the student got an opportunity in the United States. They want to use this opportunity to further their education. So when they come back, remember the law tells them you have to go back, so that when they come back, they'll be more competitive and they will earn a higher salary. That is an answer, my friend. Don't be like, give them a reason why. You know, that is even a reason to prove that you don't have ties in America. So how can you prove you have ties? You're young, you're not married, everything tells you that you're going to America and maybe you'll never go back. But you can use your education to prove yourself. You use your education and say, you know, there are so many opportunities in the United States, and it's just credible. And I've seen employers are looking for people who graduated from universities abroad. And that's why I want to go to the United States. And actually, I even attempted to get an application here. But the system itself, you know, it's so competitive. And I don't know if you want to say it's corrupt. I don't know. I don't like going political. So you can just say, I tried. No one is giving me a chance. I'm so happy that America gave me a chance. You know, I'm just, you know, I feel privileged. And before I go, one of our followers here was telling me, Janet, there's one video you made and one of your friends came in and he said something important. What he learned from that video is, when you go to the embassy, you say, I'm here to kindly request. Not I'm here to get. Get what? Okay? I'm here to kindly request for a visa. Such things, you can just but these people, communication skill, one thing can turn someone off. Just one word, they misunderstand you and they're like, okay, you thought it's free of charge to get, you know, no. So they want to see some humility. That's why I always tell you that they can't even tell your accent whether you're rich or poor. They just they are looking for information. You give them what they need to type in, they give you. Like one of my followers here who came here as a visiting visa, but she learned from Janet Rangi that the visiting visa is very limiting. And for her, she didn't think filing for asylum she qualified. She didn't think like marrying an American was the right thing. She wasn't in love with anyone. She didn't think the best option was what? Extending the visa and then what? So she decided to change to student. But when she went to that school, they told her to go back home and get the F1 student visa, which sometimes they will do, but sometimes they will just let you stay here and then they change for you. Sometimes they will deny. But she went back home, but she was equipped with Janet Rangi information. She told me, Janet, the embassy typed. That lady kept on asking, and they typed. She would ask me this, and I remember what you said. I will say this. She asked me this. I remained confident, and I will say this. She typed, Janet. In the end, she gave me a visa. And now, Janet, if there's the best thing you ever told me in those videos was to change from visiting visa to student. As we speak, she has finished first year in nursing. Why is she doing nursing? Because nursing has a pathway to green card. She did not have to marry. She did not have to file asylum. She took the hard road. Did the right thing, by the way. Did not go under the table to hide. Information is power. Okay. All right, thank you so much for coming, my friends. I'll continue doing more videos. The reason I've done 3 in a row is because green card came. Some people didn't win, but many of you won. For the first time, this was I think I've had about 30 people already tell me they've won, and this is just the beginning. That's a big number for a green card. Okay, in embassy there is no gate. We always request. Thank you so much, Eliphas. Thank you. I love you for coming. But being ready when you are going there is the most important thing. From the horse's mouth. Eliphas was just like you, not Elias. Elias is the one who won the green card today. Eliphaz tell them, you came after, was it 6 weeks? You know, went for the conference, said the right things, did the right things, and he was here. It can be that simple. Some of you have missed the green card. Let me promise you one thing before I go. Someone, 2, 3, 5 people are listening to this video now. They will call me, or they will email you, or they will text me with a visa in the next 2 or 3 months. They didn't get the green card, but they went back on the drawing board. And they will call me and they will tell me, thank you, Janet. I've seen this. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay? I've been doing this for a long time. But just know, at the end of the day, for us to be competitive, for us to stop complaining, for us to succeed, we will just have to do what the world does. We ask ourselves, what does the world know that we don't? There is no formula. The formula is right in our eyes. We just have to have the will. Okay? All right. Yes. USA kumejawa ende Canada. That's a good idea. As I was saying in the beginning of this video, guys, go back. You know, Canada was more welcoming. But now with Corona, we don't know what's going on. But of course, if I find people with enough information, I'll bring to you. Okay? Yeah. Canada was looking for many immigrants. Okay? But, you know, that's true. That person has some truth. You know, they are not lying. They have some truth. Yeah. Janet, is there true that is another selection next month? Not that I know of, okay? That's just probably denial. Some people don't accept they lost, okay? Yes. Eliphaz, just 6 weeks after listening to you and following the videos you do, Eliphaz is here. I'm glad today you showed up, Eliphaz. When I was just talking about you, I gave you example already. I didn't say your name. But I remember when we did the conference video, you did, and after a few weeks, Eliphaz was calling me, Janet, I'm in America. I'm like, go away. You are lying. She's like, yes, I'm calling you from here. Okay? Thank you, Janet. Please expound on the Wall Street and 4K that gave you 16K. I'm glad you caught that. Now those are smart people. Like that thing I said in passing, and someone caught it. Are you here in America? I went to an app, an investment app, and I looked at stocks that were down in the inches, very low, and I risked my money and put in. And some of the stocks were giving me, if I bought at $7 or $4, now they are worth $44. There's one I bought at $4 and it's now $44 per share. And then when I see I've made money, I run away from that one. Before I lose, I put in another one that is hot. It's a formula. You know, I used to hear how people can invest in a few years. They are millionaires. I didn't understand. Now I get it. That one got the point. You know what I mean? You got the point. That's all you need. For such people, that's all I need to say. It's a risk. God bless you, Janet. Please, how far with the Heroes Act? Nana, you are a follower. You know, I was just reading about the Heroes Act today. They said because of the coronavirus, I think with the demonstrations that are going on, they've had some delays. So I was reading an article. So when it comes, I'll come back and tell you. It's still there, but they haven't voted yet. Someone was asking, when will they vote? And I read today. Thank you for asking that question. Okay? That's a good question. I don't know if you either you have to be a citizen or a permanent resident. I'm not sure, but they ask a lot of documents from you for you to invest. Yes. Yes, Nana, you're smart. It means you're very good follower. Yeah. I made like over 10,000 in a few weeks. I'm like, really? Is this how it happens? Now I'm watching and growing and growing and growing, you know? Yeah. Okay, my friends. Someone says I'm a green card. Okay, people say I'll be waiting. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. I hope you have a wonderful good night. Okay, someone is saying business visa, is it easy to get one? There's nothing like easy. And I get that question all the time. There's nothing as easy. You know what you want. You fight for it. You prepare, as Eliphaz says. You go there knowing exactly what you will say, what's taking you there, and what shows that you'll come back home. Renee, thank you. We are always here, Janet. Okay. Can you teach about investing? It looks like I might have to start talking about money a lot. That's a lot of interest right there. Yes, it's a land of opportunities if you focus. If you focus. There are downsides, upsides, but honestly, I don't know whether to say this statement, but yeah, for me it worked out. It's been cheers, so long since I saw you, my friend from Nigeria. It's like cheers. Barbara, thank you so much for coming. Okay, Alison, thank you so much. God bless you. I love you back. Okay, all right, thank you so much, my guys. I will see you next time, next video. All right, I'll make more videos. As I said, I never come up with topics. For me, I learned the best way is to go to the comments, see what people are asking, and then respond to exactly what they're asking. That is how you grow. I know I kind of relax because it's too much information and everyone wants Janet's time and it's impossible. That makes me feel bad. That makes me feel bad, but one day we'll be there. We will be able to answer everyone. And I see all of you saying thank you so much and God bless you. Okay? All right. Alex says I support the investing. Yes, we have to. Today I talked about business. I love you back. Obi says we love you, Janet. Okay. David says the truth be told. David Kiplagat, you'll be the last one. Okay. More on investment, please. Okay. Okay. Barbara. Okay. Investment. I've seen many people asking me to do that. Okay. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Barbara, you are the last one. Bye bye.